What if I told you that one of the most beloved cult comic book movies of the 2000s is finally getting a sequel, nearly 20 years later? That's right. After years of rumors, canceled plans, and endless fan demand, Constantine is officially getting a sequel. And yes, Keanu Reeves is coming back as the chain-smoking demon hunter, John Constantine. But here's the strange part. Even though the sequel was announced years ago, we still haven't seen a trailer, a cast reveal, or even a release date. So what exactly is going on with Constantine 2? Let's break down everything we know so far. 1. The sequel is official. In September 2022, Warner Brothers officially confirmed that a sequel to Constantine was in development. The project will reunite Keanu Reeves with the original film's director, Francis Lawrence, who directed the 2005 movie. That's a big deal because the original film had a very specific tone. It wasn't a traditional superhero movie. It felt more like a dark detective story mixed with supernatural horror. Think demons, angels, and a very tired man trying to outsmart both. Reeves has actually said in interviews that he's wanted to return to the character for over a decade, and that the team has been trying to make a sequel happen for years. So this isn't a quick studio cash grab. It's something the original creators genuinely want to continue. 2. Where the movie is right now. Despite the announcement, Constantine 2 is still in development. No filming has started yet. According to recent updates, multiple script drafts have been written, and the team is still refining the story. Reeves himself mentioned that a newer script draft recently came in, and they're hoping it moves the project closer to production. Hollywood development can be a slow and complicated process. Studios, producers, writers, and actors all have to agree on the direction before cameras ever start rolling. In other words, the spell circle is drawn, but the ritual hasn't started yet. 3. Who might return? Right now, the only officially confirmed returning actor is Keanu Reeves, but fans are hoping to see some familiar faces. One name that keeps coming up is Peter Stormare, who played one of the most memorable versions of Lucifer Morningstar ever put on screen. His brief appearance in the original film completely stole the show, and if the sequel dives deeper into the war between heaven and hell, his return would make a lot of sense. Other characters from the original movie could potentially return too, but nothing has been confirmed yet. 4. What the story could be. There's no official plot yet, but the creators have hinted at something important. They want the sequel to stay dark. The original Constantine wasn't bright, colorful superhero action. It was gritty, eerie, and full of religious symbolism. Angels manipulating events, demons making deals, and Constantine stuck in the middle trying to cheat damnation. The sequel will likely explore even bigger supernatural threats and the consequences of Constantine's past choices. If they lean further into the occult side of the DC universe, we could even see connections to characters like Zatanna or Swamp Thing. But for now, that remains speculation. 5. Will it be part of the new DC universe? This is where things get interesting. With James Gunn now leading DC Studios, the entire DC movie universe is being rebooted. But Constantine 2 may actually exist outside that main timeline. Similar to how the Batman tells its own separate story, that means Constantine could continue in his own darker corner of the DC world. No capes, no giant crossover events, just demons, angels, and morally questionable magic. Honestly, that might be exactly what makes it work. 6. A possible release window. Right now, there is no official release date, but movie production takes time. Once filming begins, it usually takes around a year or more before a movie is ready for theaters. So if production starts soon, the most realistic release window would likely be 2026 or 2027, which would mark more than 20 years since the original film. For a movie that wasn't even a massive box office hit when it first came out, Constantine has built an incredible cult following. Fans love its dark tone, weird mythology, and Keanu Reeves' unique take on the character. And if the sequel keeps that same gritty supernatural vibe, Constantine 2 could end up being one of the most interesting DC movies in years. But until we get a trailer or a release date, the project remains exactly where Constantine himself usually operates. somewhere between heaven, hell, and development limbo.